My name is Heidi, and this is my grandma.
Hi, Heidi.
Have you ever been to Yellowstone?
I certainly have been to Yellowstone. It's been a long, long time ago, but Yellowstone is a place you don't forget.
What do you think about it?
I think it's a very beautiful place, and there are bears that roam around in Yellowstone.
What do you know about bears?
I know a lot about bears. The kind that are in Yellowstone are grizzly bears. And there are two different kinds of grizzly bears. But the ones that live in Yellowstone have shaggy fur. They are omnivores. Omnivores are animals that eat both meat and vegetables. So you have to be very careful with the bears in Yellowstone. When you're driving through, you want to keep your windows up and you want to keep all food out of the way, even garbage, because they will eat anything that they can. But mainly they like to eat plants, shrubs. They will eat little ground squirrels and lemmings, little tiny animals. So they do eat both meat and vegetables.
Tell me a crazy fact about bears.
A crazy fact about bears is one that is very funny. It's, first of all, when they're born, they are so tiny. They're like a little tiny squirrel, and they don't have any fur at all. And when they do get fur, it is 2 layers worth of fur. So on the outside is a very, very shaggy layer. And bears like to hibernate, and sometimes we call it torpor. These are words that mean the animal sleeps pretty much in the wintertime, but they can be aroused. But when they are sleeping, these bears don't eat pee or poop.
What do you think about littering?
Littering is bad because, as we said, these bears are omnivores, and they like to eat anything. They will get into garbage or whatever, so you don't want to litter.
Do you think littering makes bears go very hostile?
Well, bears will get hostile when they're threatened. So if you are trying to take your things away from them, they will attack you. The other funny thing about a bear is, and especially when they're hungry, that males especially are very aggressive, and so are females. Females like to protect their babies. But you know what male bears will do? They will even attack the baby cubs and eat them.
Where do you know bears live?
I know that they live, well, as I said, there are 2 different kinds of grizzly bears. And the grizzly bears live in the far west, and the other kind, the Kodiak or the Alaskan brown bear, which is a grizzly also, lives in Alaska. These are bears, these Alaskan, may I talk about them now?
Yes.
These Alaskan brown bears like to eat salmon. Salmon is a kind of fish that swims upstream to lay their eggs. They go from saltwater to freshwater to lay eggs. And when they lay these eggs, the mama bear is right there in the water teaching her little baby cubs how to catch this salmon. And they have these great big paws. When they're little, they're little, but they grow pretty quickly. And they have these great big paws, and mama stands at the water and shows her little cubs how to catch these fish. And they just grab the fish, the salmon, and they only eat the outside. And this is really a very interesting how nature works, because they eat the outside, and on the salmon, that's where the fat is. And what do bears need to do in the wintertime? They need to build up their fat cells, because what do they want to do? They need to go to sleep, and they don't eat while they sleep, while they hibernate. So they need to build up their fat cells. But they leave the inside of the salmon for scavengers. And scavengers are animals that eat what's already dead. So the little weasels and little animals will come and eat, and birds will come and eat the carcasses of the salmon. And then you know what the birds will do? The birds will poop. And the poop is like fertilizer for the grasses that are there where they live. And this will make the grasses grow. And this will attract all the plant-eating animals to the area. So this is how nature kind of works together.
What did you think about bears in Yellowstone?
What did I think about bears in Yellowstone? I thought they were fascinating to watch, but had to be careful.
Do you think bears should be on the endangered list?
Well, there was a time when, well, not even now, bears were roaming all around, but we've taken their habitat away. And because we've taken their habitat away, they don't have places to live anymore, so they become pretty aggressive.
Do you think humans should feed bears?
I do not. I do not think humans should feed the bears because, as I said, they become aggressive.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.